Hey everybody, it is Monday night, February 9th, and you know what time it is.
Information on celebration.
Well, it is Monday night in the town that Disney built called Celebration, Florida, and I am in the Near Disney YouTube studio. We come live every Monday night talking about so many cool things that are occurring in this town. My family, we are founding residents here, and do you know the town is celebrating the 30th anniversary right now? So it's a whole year full of activities that are in celebration. So let me tell you, tonight's show is packed. It is packed. I'm trying to actually see if I can add some new things as well. Last week we had so much going on that the computer actually crashed. And so I'm going to try for that not to occur. But let me know where you're watching from. Maybe you're a Celebration resident just wanting to make sure you're in the know, or maybe you're somebody from up north that's saying, I'm tired of this cold weather. I'm tired of this ice, and I want to know more about this fantastic town that's in Central Florida. So let me know. That'll help me kind of decide which one of these articles that we definitely want to make sure everybody's aware of. So once again, the goal is to keep you posted on what's going on. And of course, one thing that is dear to my heart in particular is the Celebration Women's Club. Oh, that's Ron. They're definitely dear to my heart too. But I want to make sure that you guys are aware that if you are a woman that's in this area and would like to join the Celebration Women's Club, I encourage you to do so. Our next meeting is tomorrow night, February 10th, and it is at the Windsor. The Windsor is off of Celebration Boulevard. That is a beautiful building that we have the opportunity to meet at. It's from 5 to 7 p.m. You can come check it out. It's up at the Sky Bar, the rooftop bar area. And we're going to be meeting and talking as well about the upcoming event, which is Wednesday night. Wednesday night is the wine stroll. So a group of very savvy women have been working together. I want to give a big shout out to Nandy Town, my co-chair for the event this year, that the Celebration Wine Imperium is working hand in hand with us, where we have an event that is sold out. I'll tell you about it only because I want to make sure that you know about the cool things that this women's group is doing. But they are donating all the wine for the event. People are being able to see 4 of the Celebration homes. There's 4 homeowners up and down Longmeadow and Greenbrier that are opening their home, and there's a different theme. So the themes are African, which the Downtown Diner, I want to give a shout out to AP and Courtney Perez. Let's put this up here. They are one of the sponsors. That's going to be at Nandy and Don Town's home. And then you are able then to go with your flight attendant up to the next house, and that is Kathleen and Tim O'Leary's home, which is going to be a European vibe. And Coco, who does these really fabulous charcuterie boards, there's going to be food there. And then I understand that Nandy might have a violinist that might be playing Lion King because it's an African theme. How fun is that? And then we have a European theme, and that theme will be with Dee Bellavati. If you have not heard Dee Bellavati play guitar, it's really spectacular. So Dee, I'll be there as well. I'm one of the house chairs, and so I'll be able to say hi. I know Sue Grider is going to be there as well. And then you're going to be able to enjoy European wines, Dee's music, Kathleen and Tim's beautiful house. And then from there, you're going to go to Petey and John Billick's home, which is Greenbrier and Longmeadow. And they have an America's theme. And that is going to be sponsored by none other than, do I have Reggiano's up here? I hope I do. Yes, I do. Here's Reggiano's. So Reggiano's is our fantastic Italian restaurant in downtown Celebration. So across the street from the Downtown Diner, fabulous AP and Courtney's Diner, across the street from there is Reggiano's. So Reggiano's is going to be providing some appetizers at one of the properties. There's going to be America's Wine. When I say America's, it's North America, South America. And then there's entertainment there as well. And we're going to be going to Wendy Shaw's home. Wendy's is the Down Under theme, Down Under. And so the Town Tavern is coming through. Susan Bona and her wonderful team, here we go, who just had a huge crowd out for the Super Bowl. How many of you guys were watching the Super Bowl? Who were you rooting for? I know a lot of people are rooting for the Patriots because, you know, the Town Tavern has New England connections. But with everything that she's got going on, and it was packed there, she still is volunteering to help this group because we're raising money for Help Now, which is an abused women's shelter in Osceola County. So she's going to be providing shrimp. I believe Floyd McCullum and his team, they're going to be doing the music. And Kelly McCarthy, the Celebration Wellness Spa, is one of the big sponsors as well. There's just tons and tons of really awesome people that are participating in this. There's a bunch of, I want to call them bougie baskets for the silent auction that's going to occur at the end of the evening. So, like I said, the event is sold out, but I just want to send lots of love out because it really takes a mini army in order to put one of these events on. And I really do love it. Now, what I wanted to remind you too is please do not forget, let me see if I can get this up here. I would like you to see if we could put this up here too. Let's share this. Yes, share screen. Here we go, guys. Let's look at this real quick. The Wine Emporium has got a special Valentine's dinner that I think you can still book as of the moment. But they have a filet and lobster tail with green beans, poached pear salad, and cheesecake, plus your choice of a bottle of Rumbauer Chardonnay or Mount Veeder Cabernet. And the price is $175, and that's for 2 people. So that is going to be 3 to 10 p.m. Reservations are definitely recommended. Rod and I went to this last year. Food was spectacular. And I really would encourage you, especially with knowing that Leanne's team has just gone above and beyond in order to help us raise funds for Help Now, because they are the mainstay for the event that we've got coming up on Wednesday night. Lots going on. Lots going on. Okay, now when we were talking about the Town Tavern, that reminded me a little bit of, let's see, does anybody know who this person is? Does anybody know who that is? So if you look, Adam Vinatieri, one of our own, you know, I'd worked with Adam, sold him a house. They have moved since, but he and his family lived here for quite a while. I remember his little boy, his first little boy was being born, and he was looking for houses that had steps that were sharp inclines. So we found a house over in the Acadias for him, and he was training his son from the time before he even was walking to strengthen those legs. And now I understand why. He just was named into the Hall of Fame of the professional football group. And Adam is right here at the Super Bowl. You can see him. He's the fourth person over to the right. So I wanted to give a big shout out, Adam Vinatieri. We're always going to claim you as Celebration Zone. Congratulations. All right, so let us, I keep on trying to remove some of this stuff so that we can get more information out. A lot of you know our beloved Adam the Woo, and I've been getting phone calls pretty much every day asking what we might be doing for Adam Celebration's Own. If you haven't been in the know, Adam was one of the original YouTubers. He would do a daily vlog. Very well loved, had over 1 million people on 2 different YouTube channels that followed him. And Adam passed away just recently. And so we are working on and have confirmed that the Celebration Development District has approved that we're going to be able to have a bench with Adam's plaque on it. and it's going to be closer to Starbucks. You know, Adam had a catchphrase where he was like, hot piping caffeinated brew. And so, what a perfect spot. His best friend Kevin and Allison were at the CDD meeting with me. It takes a little while, a couple months to get that in place, but I know a lot of YouTubers are watching, and we did a video on Adam, and I think there's a lot of follow up with people asking if we're doing anything. And also, I'm happy to report that the Celebration Memorial Garden, which is before you go into Artisan Park on the right-hand side, if you're not aware of this, you do have the opportunity for yourself, loved ones, to buy a plaque and put it in that memorial garden so you have a place where you can go and just show respect. And the Celebration Foundation is fabulous about putting a program on in November. This year, it's going to be the second Saturday in November. And so we will have a plaque for Adam. There will be an opportunity for people that want to come and say something on behalf of their love of Adam. There will also be other people there whose loved ones have passed away. And so it's really a beautiful event. So maybe book the second Saturday of November, 9 a.m. Typically, there's somebody that plays guitar. Kathleen does an excellent job. Actually, Kathleen and I lost our fathers the same year. And so we got to experience that together as a sisterhood a couple of years ago. And anyway, it's well worth your while. Val Halsey from Celebration is also going to help me kind of get that stuff coordinated. So if you are out of town and you're looking, you might want to go ahead and try to call for reservations at the Celebration Inn or the Malia. Those are the two hotel properties that are in town because we're anticipating there's going to be quite a few people that want to come in and show their respects to our beloved Adam the Whale. All right, so what else is going on, guys? A lot. Let's see. Journey begins here. Community campaign kickoff. Talk about another excellent man that is in town. Greg Feelick is running for school board, and that is for District 1, which is he's going to be wanting to represent everyone in District 1. And, you know, obviously living in Celebration, you would be able to know the type of quality person this is. He is focused on students. He is very community focused. He is a member of the Celebration Development District, the one that I just talked about, where we went in front of the board and asked them about Adam's approval for getting his nameplate on a bench. For those of you that don't know, very few, it's very limited number of people that have had their name on benches in Celebration, making big impacts on our town, one of which was Congresswoman Pat Schroeder, who I love and miss. And but now Adam's going to have his as well. But there is a come meet the, you know, the candidate type of thing. Once again, where's it going to be? Celebration Town Tavern. They are so community oriented. Love them. It's going to be this Thursday, February 12th, 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Celebration Town Tavern. And as we speak, I wanted to mention Greg is also very community oriented. And I think this is one of the photos that I wanted to make sure I got up. Yes. So he is involved with the Cub Scouts, and they had a crossover ceremony on Sunday. And he sent me some photos. Let's see. Here we go. Some photos. So anyway, Cub Scouts. God bless our Cub Scouts. Love that. I know that I believe it was the Cub Scouts too that have been helping take care of Roseville Memorial Garden. So thank you to all the men that are out there that are giving great leadership to these young boys, and very happy to report on that. Another wonderful organization in Celebration, I want to give a shout out to Celebration Sanitation. If you don't know Ken and Tammy Lee, you are missing out. We have some of the most hospitable, most organized, most lovely sanitation company you will ever find. And they are talking about Team Dylan, their son who passed away. They encourage us every year in particular to, on your driver's license, if people would say yes to being a donor. It was because of Dylan. When he passed, I believe somebody was able to have many of the organs donated, and he saved lives. So I just want to say lots and lots of love out to this family and Celebration Sanitation. Hey, Katie Acosta, thanks for saying hi. Hey, Chris Coates. Hey, I think I get to see you tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that. I guess we should report on that. So I'm blessed. I've been in real estate here since the beginning. And so we're going on 30 years. And over the course of the 30 years, I've met incredible realtors. I know which ones are really putting their time and effort in, and the ones that are studying and they want to know what the market's like. So I started a group that's called Celebration Florida Realtor Caravan. Well, it's always the second Tuesday of the month where we will gather like the most productive realtors, and we'll have a bunch of houses that are listed so that they can get in and out of these houses and kind of get an idea what's available for clients. Because as you guys know, there are not a lot of houses on the market right now in Celebration. So you got to be working with realtors that know the inside scoop on what's going on. And so tomorrow at 10 a.m., I think we start over at BradFichetti's house. And we will continue on all the way back to Golf Park, the Mataska home. And so you might be seeing a bunch of cars that are going around to educate themselves. And I just wanted to say, well done, you guys. I'm really pleased with seeing the type of attendance that we have. But you may see a bunch of cars. That's what I'm getting ready to share with you. All right, so let us talk about, you know what? We like to send our love to, just beautiful people. And Ron Simler right here, just want to give a big shout out because he's in the hospital right now. And Ron's owner of Celebration. He was up in New Jersey when he ended up going into the hospital. And I'm hoping if he's watching this at all, that he just knows we're sending lots and lots of love out to him. He is such a great light in this world. And we just wanted to say that we are thinking of you, praying for you. And this is his wife, Helena, beside him. And she's a spectacular person too. All right, very good. Ron Simler. We are prepping for, okay, let me see. It's saying that, oh, you know what? It's saying I'm maxing out on the number of things that I can share with you guys. Well, let's keep going. I can figure that out. We are going to, okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share it in a different way. There's always another way to skin that cat, right? Hey, Linda. Hopefully Ron gets to see this too. Linda, thank you so much for being up there with them. Okay, here we go. Now, let me share this screen because we got to encourage Ron to get better soon so he can come see all this fun stuff that's going on. All right, so there is a movie night this Friday, February the 13th. So don't forget, Saturday is Valentine's Day. Oh, good. Hi, Ron. Love you, love you, love you, love you. This Friday, there is a movie called Freakier Friday, and that is at Lakeside Park at 6:30. And then don't forget, Valentine's night, if you have not made your reservations yet, check out the Celebration Wine Emporium. Hey, Ron. Oh, Ron's saying hi. Hey, Ron. That would be an excellent Valentine's thing. On February 17th, there is a Mardi Gras mass decorating event at South Village Heritage Hall. And that is from 5:30 to 7:30. And you're going to be able to decorate your Mardi Gras mask. Don't forget, I think, because the 17th, I'm looking at our dates, the 16th is a holiday. So that's President's Day. So if you guys haven't remembered, don't forget, I think banks will probably be closed. And but the day after President's Day, then you're going to be looking at maybe decorating a mask. And why? Because there's an event coming up. Let's share it this way because it seems like it'll accept it. You're going to be able to possibly take your mask. No, you're going to take your mask. Stop screen. There we go. And forgive me on this. It's just there's so much stuff, and I'm trying to make sure that this computer does not close down on me. There is a band. There's a concert in the park, and that's going to be on February 19th. February 19th from 6:30 to 8:30. And that is Lakeside Park. It's a festive Mardi Gras evening of music and fun under the stars. Let the good times roll. As many of you might know, I had worked with Pat O'Brien's and when I opened up City Walk. And so I had, I know that Mardi Gras, all the colors and all the fun and the parades and all that kind of good stuff. But anyway, we're going to have fun here in celebration. Don't forget about the father-daughter dance. You need to make reservations. That's February 20th. It's one of my favorite things that I get to see pictures of the day after, but that is Lakeside as well. And one of the sponsors on that is Gypsy Moon. So congratulations, Retail Gypsy Moon downtown. That's 6 to 8:30 Lakeside. There is a QR code. You don't want to miss out on that. The porch sale is coming up March 7th. We only have that twice a year. And so be ready. Be ready. It's funny, there's a B there. It's from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. This town will be packed, and you're going to be able to get lots of good type of things that a lot of times people just can't fit in their house anymore. Okay, well, I know that there's a lot of stuff coming up, but I know that I'm also keeping your time. So let me make sure. We have talked about movie night. We've talked about Mardi Gras. We've talked about concert in the park. The farmers market. You know, I want to give a shout out to Dana Brown. If you guys have not met Dana Brown, she organizes the best farmers markets, art festivals in Central Florida, has been doing it for a long time. Her family were JB Sports Bar, JJ Whispers. She was with Mears Transportation forever. And so knowing that she's the anchor of our weekly farmers market and celebration really should give us a good feeling of they always show up. They have lots of variety. Even when it gets cold outside, they're not canceling and stuff like that. So farmers market, don't forget, typically 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. on Sundays. Don't want to miss that. And once again, thank you, Dana Brown and her team. Tonight is the Vienna Boys Choir. So if you're watching me, that means you're not there, but do know the Celebration Foundation does do a concert series, and I do talk about reminding everybody to not miss that. Town Tavern, we talked about Adam Vinatieri, we talked about Reggiano's, we talked about the Downtown Diner, the Wine Imperium. Coco from the Charcuterie Group is also involved with this event Wednesday night. So if you're ever looking for charcuterie, Coco, you can always call or text me if you need her number. Big shout out to Celebration Wellness Spa, Kelly McCarthy. The Celebration Art Circle, do want to talk about that a little bit because Edward was very good about making sure that I had his information. So let me find how many artists are out there, because this is a fairly new group and I love how organized they are getting. So I'll read it to you. But the Celebration Art Circle is going to have an event on February 13th. It says, let's create a happy heart and art desserts day. That's going to be 10 a.m. until noon at Sienna, at the Celebration Clubhouse in Sienna. You know, that's a nice space that's over there. People forget about that. So that's February 13th, 10 a.m. until noon. And then I'll wait to tell you about the other ones because the other ones are in March. But for all those artists like Helena and Linda and Ron that are out there doing cool artwork and collect great artwork, I think that's fabulous. Something for Ron to look forward to when he gets back into town. All right. Don't forget about Celebration Social. There's an organization. You can go on the Facebook group and ask to be involved in that. That is a wonderful group of people. Jason and his team, along with Amy from Scoop Ice Cream, and also Lisa, who has a fitness company. They are getting people organized where they go out and socialize and do cool things like prompts so people can get to know each other. So definitely go to that Facebook group. Don't forget, on Wednesday nights, my Realtor Dream Team does a show about the 25-mile radius around Cinderella Castle. And then on Fridays, I do an evergreen video. And then one of the biggest things that you guys asked me for, don't let me forget, the celebration dining guide, that this was a labor of love. So I'm hoping Celebration residents, you got it. It does say 2025 because I did create it in 2025, but obviously all this information still pertains. But of course, my favorite restaurants at the top are the ones that I talked about today that are involved. I love it when a restaurant is good, but I love it when a restaurant is community oriented. So let me just throw that out there. All right. So I know one of the biggest things that you guys ask for is knowing what this real estate market's doing, whether if you are here or thinking about moving here. So let us do that. See if I can get that up there. Yes. And Dee Bellavati, my YouTube producer, always says he wants my face to be a little bit bigger so you can see what I'm talking about. So talked a lot. I'm losing my voice. In a normal market in Celebration, we would have 440 listings. Normal market. We haven't had that in years now. So when you look at the number of active listings in totality for Celebration right now, we only have 85. I was doing the numbers earlier, only 85 listings. It's everything from condos to high-end estates. And so I always tell you on this weekly show what has happened in the last 7 days. 7-day recap. All right. So in the last 7 days, there's only 4 new actives. And then there have been 6 pendings. So what does that tell me? More is going off of the market, getting contracts than coming on. So that inventory keeps getting less and less and less. And then we had 5 sold properties. The most expensive that sold the last 7 days was $1,499,000. And that was back in Artisan Park area. And it was on the market for like 1 day. So yes. So if you get a chance, go to Near Disney YouTube channel. I just did a show on Friday, this past Friday, that'll be evergreen, that I showcase 5 properties that are for sale here. So it gives you a good idea. Dee Bellavati did a great video on all of them. It'll walk you through all of them. I talk about what the price points are. I talk about why there's points of differentiation. It does make a difference, you guys, when you're looking in a community. You may say to me, hey, I really want to be in the heart of downtown Celebration. I want to be on Sycamore Street. Got some dear friends that did that. But you may say, I want a little bit more of a quiet environment with a really cool clubhouse, and that would be Artisan Park. Or you might say brand new construction. That's Island Village. All these are communities within Celebration. Or you might say, I want to walk to downtown, but I don't want it to be in the busier section, like Evelyn, right? Or I want a townhouse. I want a townhouse that has a garage apartment where I can rent that garage apartment and make income coming in to pay my taxes. Got that. South Village. So just speak to us, tell us what you're thinking. If it's not on the market, we have been known to find it for people. Because sometimes people are thinking about selling and moving around. Like I said, most people do not leave Celebration. They just move around. Yeah. All right. Well, I know I've dumped a lot of information to you guys. And want to say prayers out to Savannah Guthrie. I worked with her in the past. And so my heart is just breaking for that family. And I know she's asking for prayers for her mom, to find her mom. So anyway, You guys, God bless you. Please go to Near Disney, subscribe and like. Love to be able to have the opportunity to work with you. And my real passion is helping people, especially when they are looking at Celebration Florida. Yeah. Embrace. Oh, I'm so glad Embrace said hi. Oh, and there's our Tara. So Tara, so there are condos in Celebration that have magical storybook views, and we have one. And it's got its own garage. It's priced well. It's on one floor. There's an elevator that goes up to it. It has access to the Artisan Park Clubhouse, which is like a resort. Absolutely love that. Embrace, for those of you, if you are not familiar with our Embrace, Bettina, we have talked about it a lot because we absolutely love Bettina and what she's doing with Embrace. There are some people that have been hard on their luck outside of Celebration, possibly living in motels up and down 192. And she, many years ago, had decided that, hey, are they being fed? Have they got any food? And I remember being in kitchens with Bill and Tracy Vanderbush and helping to make peanut butter sandwiches, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and she was delivering them. Now all of a sudden there's like a ton. This thing is blown up. It's huge, and the need is great. And she's helped orchestrate a lot of volunteers. But go to Embrace Celebration, Embrace of Celebration. We'll talk more about that. They have a music festival that's fantastic too. All right, guys, losing my voice. Love you loads. Once again, special shout out to Ron. Prayers that you will heal very quickly. And if you guys see me out and about tomorrow with a bunch of realtors, please forgive us as we take your parking spaces for a little bit. We're going to be in and out fairly quick. All right, guys. Thank you. Love you guys. That was very sweet. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. Give my best, everybody. All right, guys. Bye-bye.
Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's Castle, because this is truly a magical place to live.